I can see. Okay, so peace and blessings, family. I just want to come live really quick and talk about some people who, two singers in particular, who've meant a lot to me in my life. And one of them is the late, great Minnie Riperton. If you have not heard of her, if you have not, yeah, if you haven't heard of her, you should look her up. Minnie, Minnie Rippleton, Rippleton, I believe, Rippleton. Great singer, absolutely fabulous singer. She has that octave range that Mariah Carey just sings at the end of notes. She could sing that octave through a whole song. Um, just incredible work. You'll want to look at her work with the Rotary Connection. I just love the Rotary Connection. And then you want to also look at her work with her own work. She also did some background stuff for Stevie Wonder too. But she was incredible. The last couple of days, I've never listened to her my whole life, but the last couple of days, I've just been playing her music over and over and over and over again. So you want to check her out. The second person is Sarita Wright, spelled Syreta, Wright, Wright. She was a secretary at Motown, and then she started. I guess Barry Gordy introduced her to Stevie Wonder, and then they got together, and then Stevie Wonder produced two albums. And it's funny because one day I was around a really good mother figure, really good queen mother, Eileen Miller, and she was listening to Stevie introduces Sarita, and it was from like back in the 70s. And oh my God, the whole album was incredible. So then that's when I first heard of her. But I also listened to a lot of other songs and things she did. She also did some a duet. She has a duet album. I can't remember the guy's name she did the duet with. Please forgive me. But then also, what else? She also sang with um, Come Bring Me Your Kindness. Billy Preston. I had to sing it to get it. So she sang a duet with him too. And everybody kind of knows that. So these two women were like just incredible. I think Sarita died like in the 2000s. She had cancer. And I know Minnie Riperton had cancer too, and she died rather young. Her daughter is the woman who plays on Saturday Night Live. God, I can't remember her name. But her daughter, it plays on there. But these are two singers that I find myself when I'm working through something, I will play their music and the answers would just come. So that is a person that those are two persons, if you will, two women who you may want to, you want to check them out. You want to check them out. Minnie Riperton and Sarita Wright. Um, there's so many women in history um, that some of us will never know, but their contribution. Because sometimes I hear Black women sometimes and girls talk about, um, you know, how they may feel forgotten or feel some kind of way. But there are so many women, y'all, on this journey of life that we probably need to research and study and begin to learn some things about them. And I challenge us to do that. I challenge us to research them, find out who they are, where did they come from, why, why are they here? So, so family, that's it in a nutshell. I just wanted to, those two women been on my heart, and of course Stevie Wonder. Because I'll be honest with you, a couple of days ago, for some reason I heard a Stevie Wonder song, and that started me to remember the other two people because Sarita Wright was singing background, I guess, or maybe a duet with Stevie Wonder or lending her vocals. And then, of course, Minnie Riperton came, and Stevie Wonder, I was listening to the songs in the Key of Life. I watched the documentary on that from the 90s. Stevie Wonder, y'all, like, he's one of those artists that we should be giving flowers to now because his body of work was amazing. And I think the thing is not just the fact that Stevie does not have sight, because, we know he doesn't have sight, but he has vision. And you can have sight, but not have vision. This man has vision. And one of the things that impressed me about looking at the songs inside the Key of Life is to hear all of the players and people who participated in making of that album. They talked about Stevie had like he used all kind of instruments. He had Buddhist chants on there. He had the Baha'i face people singing on it. I mean, just everything. I think when you are really in search for the divine, it would take you on a journey, and not the journey of knowing. Because if you know something, then you really don't journey. But when you're trying to understand things, you will journey. You will straight up journey. And so Stevie Wonder I feel like he always was a journeyman and seeking to have enlightenment. So that's all I want to say, family. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your evening, and hopefully I'll get up